Crack open a Confetti Craze 5-hour energy shot today.
Shop the Pig!
Bayview, the Pig, is back. Piggly Wiggly on Oklahoma Avenue is completely remodeled, better than ever, and throwing a grand reopening you won't want to miss. Join us Saturday, June 6th for live music, free samples, and amazing deals all day long. Fresh new look, same friendly faces, same locally owned Piggly Wiggly you've always loved, now with a new assortment, expanded produce, and revamped bakery and deli.
Piggly Wiggly, shop the pig!
Your next great round begins at Sweetgrass and Sage Run at the Island Resort and Casino. Book early in the week for best availability. Beginning in July, Stay and Play guests can preview the brand new 9-hole Cedar course, inspired by the golden age of golf. At the island, your golf trip becomes a full resort experience with relaxing spa treatments and exceptional dining to thrilling casino action. Plan your golf adventure today at islandresortgolf.com.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNWisconsinContests.com. That's ESPNWisconsinContests.com.
Homer here for Window Nation. Those hot summer days will be here soon. Don't wait until the heat hits to try and avoid high energy bills. Upgrade your home's windows this month during Window Nation's Buy 4, Get 4 free sale. Imagine new energy efficient windows and getting half of them free. Plus, you could even get no money down and no monthly payments or interest for 2 years. As a proud partner of the Milwaukee Brewers, ask how you could score a pair of Brewers tickets. Sale ends soon, so visit windownation.com now.
Mark Tauscher here, and you know I love a smart play from the pocket. That's why I joined UW Credit Union. With their mobile banking app, I can make smart plays from anywhere. And with rewards checking perks like early payday, I score my money sooner. Stop by any of their local branches or visit uwcu.org to join and make the smart play by becoming a UW Credit Union member like I did. Federally insured by NCUA, terms and conditions apply.
From large manufacturer to local pizza shop and every business in between, Summit Credit Union helps your vision take shape with loan programs, great rates, and strategic solutions. Whatever you're building, you've got this, and Summit Credit Union's got you.
Looking to transform your home with stylish furniture and home accessories without breaking the bank? At your local IKEA in Oak Creek, they believe everyone deserves a beautiful and affordable living experience that enhances your everyday life. From comfortable and fashionable sofas and sectionals, to kitchens full of inspiration, to bedrooms designed to help you find your best sleep and relaxation, IKEA's home furnishing combines form and function to fit any lifestyle and budget. Visit IKEA Oak Creek today or explore their collection online at ikea.com/US.
We are the home of green and gold off-season coverage. 94.5 ESPN, WKTI, and WKTI HD Milwaukee. A locally owned Good Karma brand station. Shoot. The right way to start your day. This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studios at the Avenue with Gabe Neitzel and Mark Chamora. Here's Jen Latta.
I was going to start with Josh Jacobs here this morning on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. But I got to talk about this.
Oh, boy.
Woke up this morning, opened the garage door, go to pull the car out of the garage. Trash everywhere. All over my front yard. And listen, there is nothing worse than having your trash like strewn out about, like, oh, that's right, we did have sushi the other night. There's the container. Oh yeah, I did vacuum 2 days ago. There's all the the vacuum dust. The vacuum dust is like gray and like hair from the dog.
Sure. Why do you throw that in the trash?
Where do you put your vacuum dust?
Just open the back door and let her fly in and out.
Huh? That's the craziest thing I've ever heard.
No?
When you vacuum your house.
Yes.
And you take the container off of the vacuum.
Correct.
You throw it out your back window like
Go
you're
to the
spreading
front
ashes?
door or the side door and hit it against the house, and you're good to go.
I mean, it's just coming right back in your house.
Ah, blow away.
What if it doesn't? What if the wind's blowing the opposite direction and blows
The
right back in?
problem is you put it in the trash. You do it in the trash in the house.
Put it in the trash.
Yeah.
And
you
then
got dust everywhere.
Well, sure, but we cover it, right? You delicately. You're not
That's a
just
lot
like
of work.
dumping. You're like, delicately in there and
Yeah,
then
I mean,
cover it with a.
Try the
You
house
realize-
thing.
you
Try
realize-
the house thing. Trust me. It's much
No,
more.
I don't
I have neighbors.
So?
Where? I have no, so I'm just supposed to throw this dust into my driveway?
It's just cooties.
So no, we have a dog. So
He'll eat cooties?
no,
I mean,
no, maybe.
probably.
I don't know the answer to that. But it's all dog hair, right? It's the dog hair
Yes.
and the dust and
Mhm.
like and so it's clumpy.
Yeah.
First of all, I did not think I would be describing the contents of my vacuum cleaner this morning on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. But, I mean, there were sweet and sour sauce packets. There was, I'm pretty sure I got a little syrup on my arm still. I haven't been able to swing over to the bathroom to wash my hands, so I got to take care of that during the break. Like, paper plates and napkins, and everything is ripped to shreds with their tiny little talons. And I was like, seriously?
It's not a bird.
What do they have? Claws.
There you go.
I
unless
understood
you guys have some sort of
Hybrid, yeah.
Which, if that's the case, please get pictures and submit them to wherever you have
Honestly. So I just wanted to share with our loyal listeners, Chewy, you did try to offer me a solution this morning. What was that solution that you offered?
Well, I got it from farmers. PETA doesn't like it, but screw PETA. I could care less. Syrup and antifreeze.
And what do you do with the syrup and the antifreeze?
I used to put it in a Frisbee.
What, and you put the Frisbee right by the trash?
Wherever they're at. Yeah.
That's a bad idea.
Yeah.
For who?
For
You won't
the
have trash in your
Well,
yard
for
anymore.
sure the
Oh,
raccoon.
yeah.
cats.
Yeah. Dogs aren't allowed on my property, though.
That's not true.
All right.
Well, enter at your own risk.
Spoken like
Bleep
someone
bird.
who's never
Yeah.
watched Friends and Neighbors. You've watched Friends and
Oh,
Neighbors.
that was wondered.
Yeah, but exactly. But at least she did that in Friends and Neighbors just in the backyard. Your wife did that stepping in
In
you
the
know
house.
what? In the house.
Yeah, that's not
So you
good.
can't tell me that dogs aren't allowed on the property when you have had dogs relieve themselves inside your four walls.
Oh, that dog's not allowed on the property anymore. That has been established.
But it was at one point.
Yes, because I hid the cameras from my wife. And then she found out, and then
Also, in my
I fell on
neighborhood,
the sword.
a cat just comes up to my front door about once a week. I don't want
Yeah.
I don't want a dead cat in my front yard.
Well, you guys, I live in the country. You guys live in Jen, you're in country, but city. Why don't you put the trash in the garage? Where
No way. First of all, we don't have
Smell?
room. We have three. We got me. We got Chaser. We got Dario. That's it, man. There's no room for anything else going in that garage.
So they're opening the lid again?
100%. And just.
All right, here's what you do. You got to bungee cord it.
Yeah.
You know?
This is going to be a bad admission, but I'm going to say it anyway because what the hell? We have straps.
You have what?
Straps. We have the straps in the garage.
Oh,
we got the little
oh.
cup that go around the back.
Yeah.
You swing to the front. You hook it on. It's,
Yeah.
you know.
You were too lazy to put them on?
Well, we hadn't had the issue with the raccoon in a year or so we thought we were in the clear. However, we should have known when he started showing up on the ring cam, he does his little shuffle across the front stoop.
Is this a kind of a fat raccoon?
Very fat. Well, again, he's been in my garbage, so. And to be fair, we compost most food waste. It goes into the compost, so it's not like we've got a bunch of food stuff sitting in the garbage. But again, there's enough that he's having a smorgasbord.
So it's kind of on you.
Yeah, I think.
She was trying to find a
Yeah.
way to say no and
Yeah.
realized that she couldn't.
Very quickly, actually.
Or the other thing is you got dumbbells in the house or something, right?
Yeah.
Throw them on top of the lid. They can't lift that
You know
up.
what would be a fun experiment? We start with the threes.
Yeah.
We go to the
See how
fours.
strong this sucker is.
That's right.
I bet he's stronger than Strofe.
It's like American.
Wow.
Fair?
I mean,
It's like
I don't know if
American
I'm lying.
Gladiators for the trash panda, right? Oh my! He couldn't get the 12s off, guys, but every other weight He succeeded. So that's what we're dealing with over at our camp this morning. I did text Dario because he, of course, is sleeping in the morning when I leave. And I said, hey, bad news. Raccoon got in the garbage, made a horrible mess. I cleaned it up as best I could before I had to go. And you guys know I was running in here with the clock. But it still needs some attention. Because I'm afraid that I'm going to come home from work at, 9:30 and it'll still be there.
When's the lawn service come? They ain't picking it up.
No, they're just running over it with the.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
Do you ever see Honey, I Shrunk the Kids back in the day?
It's been a minute.
So there was a storyline in Honey, I Shrunk the Kids where they asked the neighbor boy to come over and mow the lawn, right? And he's got his headphones on and he's doing the remote control because he's a scientist. Rick Moranis' character, he's a scientist. So the kid is like doing the lawn, right? Meanwhile, the kids are in the lawn because it's Honey, I Shrunk the Kids and they got taken out with the trash. Long story short, that's how our lawn people are. They just run those things around. There's
they aren't paid to pick up your lawn.
no real attention to detail. It's just
They are paid to mow the lawn. There's a very clear and distinct difference
early
between
in
the
the
two.
season when we get a boatload of rain, apparently tear up the lawn. But that's another story for another day. Had to address that last year. Hey guys, we got 12 inches of rain over the last 48 hours. Maybe we don't mow today, huh?
They got to get paid, Jen.
Yes.
Only way they get paid is if they mow.
This is my point. These are the guys that if there was paper plates and dog hair and all of that across the line, they're just running it over and dicing it up for me. So there you go.
Yeah, different kind of mulch,
I
I guess.
say mulching.
If I could use, well, that's what Chewy's doing. He's using his vacuum bag for mulch. He's just
Yeah.
throwing it out the back door.
It blows away. It's like a tumbleweed.
I can't believe you're doing that.
I mean, I wish
Your neighbor definitely is like, where the hell is this tumbleweed of dust and dog hair and human hair coming from?
But if you do it in the house, there's so much dust and crap.
I just
that-
don't have that problem.
I guess, the garbage can being 3-dimensional and everything and having some depth to it, I can get the,
Yeah,
Do you dump it or do you pound it too? 'Cause
well,
it's
you just
picking
kind of dump it, and while it's in there, you hit the side of it, but it's submerged below.
Between the dumping and the pounding, are we still talking about vacuums or have we moved on to someone's dating life? I can't be sure. 800-990-3776. So we will put the straps on the garbage can. I think that is the solution.
For
right?
how
That's
long?
What, you think we're going to forget?
3 months?
Till they don't see
Yeah.
it for
Till
a
the
couple
raccoons
weeks.
hibernate
Well, no,
again.
because what's going to
this.
happen is, the raccoon hasn't
Yeah,
come.
he's gone. Yeah.
But the raccoon has come and tried to open it. They're just unaware because the straps are on, and then someone's going to leave the straps off,
Yeah.
and you're going to have this issue all over
Now
again.
we're talking about straps on and straps off, and this is getting very tricky for me.
I'm not the one with
reaction
straps.
rolling in on the Carbless Talking text line. Ian in East Troy says, all I can picture is the raccoons from the Great Outdoors movie going through your trash. It's a great, great poll. Love that. Mike says, predator pee. Works great. A little wolf urine. That'll take care of your raccoon problem. Well, now I have a wolf urine problem, guys.
You know what, though? That
Do you just
stuff
get that on the
does-
internet? Is that what? Do you just Google wolf
No,
urine?
you do. I bought
Yeah.
it because the mice stuff wasn't working. You know, the poison for mice. They get smart. The best thing was coyote pee. I'm telling you, it worked.
I mean, it's the same logic on why if you have cats, you don't get mice or rats. Because
Yes.
they are afraid of the predator of them, which would be a cat.
Wow, where in your house do you store the leftover coyote urine?
That's a garage thing.
In my cabinet in the garage.
Okay.
Yeah, it worked the best.
I mean,
Throws the vacuum stuff out the yard out there, but we keep the urine
We
in the
store
Yeah.
coyote urine.
Mm-hmm. Works pretty well.
I do have
Is
a
that
spray
a spray bottle? Is
Yeah.
it just a little?
It's a powder.
Oh, it's a
I don't know
powder.
how they make it into a powder.
dehydrate it.
Oh, you should smell liquid fence.
Like at your house, right,
Whoa.
Josh?
Yeah.
What kind of scientist do you think is doing that? They thought they were going to get into some big, and they're going through school.
And how
I'm gonna
are they
get into some
getting it?
big research?
Here, coyote, be in the little cup
and here they are in a lab dehydrating coyote urine
I'm
to
picturing-
keep people away from your
Now I'm
trash.
picturing Wile E. Coyote walking in with a little sample
With a
cup
sample cup?
to the Acme, whatever, and
The
a
only thing I
line
can
of 'em.
picture as they get, when they breed horses. That's. Ever seen that video where they take care of the horse?
No.
I think I know what you're
I'd
saying,
pass.
though.
I mean,
I think I know. Picking up what you're putting down.
I understand what you're saying.
You get the premise?
I get the premise.
Okay.
I got questions as to why you sat through and watched the video, though.
Do you? Do you have questions about that?
I do. I'm not going to ask them.
I do appreciate that you understand the biology of it all, Gabe. Good for you. All right.
Sucker's
all warmed
big.
up, all stretched out here on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. Hey, he was jealous, just so you know. We do have a lot of stuff to get to this morning here on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy now that we've handled my raccoon dilemma. We will talk about the Josh Jacobs situation, how it affects the Green Bay Packers going forward. A little bit of an update on the Brewers Cardinals fiasco. Brewers are off today, but man, are they having a fantastic. And will Jacob Mizorowski win Pitcher of the Month? That is an incredibly tight race between Mizorowski and several other guys in the National League right now. We'll talk about all that and more as Jen, Gabe, and Chewy rolls on.
More Jen, Gabe, and Chewy coming up on 94.5 ESPN.
Westbound 94 at Mitchell Boulevard, we do have the left shoulder blocked with a crash. Everything is out of traffic now. We do have delays, though, coming in from just about 30th Street all the way to that scene. Eastbound, slowing down from about Hawley Road to 35th. Northbound 4394 is slowing way down around the Plainfield curve all the way up past Howard Avenue, where there is a broken down vehicle that is getting hooked up to a tow truck as we speak. Bit of a distraction there. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today, mostly sunny skies, a high of 64 at the lake, 72 inland. Tonight, mostly clear, a low of 49. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
On this show, it's always football season.
I'm not overly concerned because it seems as if Green Bay's not overly concerned.
Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
Everybody over there feels like this team was there. We got short-circuited with injuries. We have the right staff, we have the right people, and we have the right players. We just need to stay healthy, and we'll be champions.
Weekdays from 9 to noon on 94.5 ESPN, ESPN Milwaukee's YouTube channel, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
At Uline, they know going the extra mile takes hard work. For companies pushing to go further, Uline will go the distance with you. 24/7, they answer the phone to get you the shipping and industrial supplies you need. Business can move fast. Unexpected large orders, adverse weather, new safety guidelines, and changing economic trends. Uline works hard keeping 41,000 items ready to ship, minimizing detours on your way to the extra mile. Visit uline.com.
No matter what business you're in, as the #1 SBA lender in Wisconsin, Summit Credit Union helps your vision take shape with loan programs, great rates, and strategic solutions.
Awarded the #1 SBA lender by the Small Business Administration of Wisconsin in 2025.
Evan Cohen here. In life, as in sports, the pros make it look easy. That's why pro golfers like Jason Day, Ben Griffin, and Patton Kazire trust the pros in lawn care. True Green. They have the experience and expertise to give you a lawn worthy of the PGA Tour. And since True Green does the work for you, you get more free time, or more tee times. So stop stressing over your lawn and start loving it. Sign up now at TrueGreen.com because nobody makes it easier to get a golf course quality lawn than True Green, the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour.
Empower.
After wanting one for years, Kevin is finally enjoying his new hot tub.
This is the life.
He worked with Empower to help him get good at money, so now he can be a little bad.
Oh, no, not my phone.
Oh, Kevin. Kevin's phone may be in hot water, but his finances aren't. Invest well, live a little. Start today at Empower.com.
Turn those hoop dreams into reality with Precision Sports, your one-stop shop in southeastern Wisconsin for Mega Slam, Ironclad, and Dominator basketball hoop systems. Installation of new or old hoops and completely customizable painted court lines. PrecisionSportsOnline.com.
Tournament host Steve Stricker joins a legendary group of PGA Tour champions at the American Family Insurance Championship. Catch the action June 5th through the 7th with an exciting team competition at TPC Wisconsin in Madison. This year's AmFam Champ concert features Little Big Town with special guests Randy Hauser and May Estes. Friday, June 5th at Breeze Stevens Field. All proceeds support the Steve Stricker American Family Insurance Foundation and American Family Children's Hospital. Get your tickets today at amfamchampionship.com.
Ready, down, hunt.
All Packers, all the time.
He was a field tilting player, and the reason why Gabe and many others are so concerned is that This guy's on the field. He changes the offensive dynamic. They are a different offense when he is there.
Okay, most of the time.
You know, Homer calls Matt LaFleur soft all the time. Matt LaFleur is like Vince Lombardi compared to me.
It's Jason Wilde on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. Jason Wilde on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy is brought to you by Exterior Pros. Ready to tackle your home improvement project? Exterior Pros and Baths is giving $3,000 off roofing, siding, windows, or bath remodels this month. Visit extpros.com.
Always great to get perspective from our friend and teammate Jason Wilde. I suppose particularly when there is something serious like this going on. Jason, good morning. How you doing today?
I'm good, everybody. How are you?
We're good, but I suppose that does entirely depend on how serious of an issue this Josh Jacobs thing will be. Obviously, due process. Obviously, we have to let this thing play out. That being said, how concerned should Packers fans be about the state of the running backs room right now?
They should be concerned. They should have been concerned before this. You saw what Josh Jacobs dealt with last year injury-wise. Obviously, this is a much more serious series of allegations, and could sideline him, as I know Adam Schefter told you guys, for 6 games. Now, on the other hand, after the statement yesterday, I think we have to at least consider the possibility that the case may ultimately not move forward. And maybe there is more evidence that has not come to light, but that the authorities have that maybe is changing the narrative slightly that we don't know about yet. But either way, these are still serious allegations. And if he ends up suspended for 6 games, Matt LaFleur can say, I'm going to defer to the team statement as often as he wants, but they don't have enough running back depth. I didn't think they had enough proven options before this happened. I have no ill will toward Marshawn Lloyd. I feel bad for him. But that doesn't change the fact that I don't think anyone in their right mind should be counting on him based on a track record that might be unprecedented, at least during my time covering this team, to have there have been 36 games that counted during his time in Green Bay. He played in one of them. He missed the other 35. So, and Chris Brooks, who is a nice complimentary piece player, a great locker room type guy that, has a great work ethic and all these other things that are great about him, that they like about him. Good special teams guy, picks up blitzes. I mean, you're talking about a guy that carried the ball 27 times last year. If he was a better ball carrier, doesn't matter that you had Emmanuel Wilson, you would have given him the ball more. So those are your top 2 options as of now. So yeah, especially now, I think the one thing that Matt LaFleur was right about was there's a long time between now and the start of the season, and there's a lot of developments, including the one yesterday, that we still don't know what are going to happen. So I don't think they have to run out and get a running back today. But yeah, they're not good enough at the position if they don't have Josh Jacobs. If he gets if ultimately he is charged and he ends up missing 6 games because of suspension, I do not think they have enough options at that position currently on the roster.
Well, Jason, we talked about it yesterday with Jason.
With Adam, yep.
With Adam, sorry.
No, I'm Jason.
They know for the most part what went on. Most of the guys in the security department for Green Bay are ex-cops. And the one thing about cops, all cops know one another. Okay? So I'm sure someone knows the detectives and or officers in the Hobart Police Department. So they have a pretty good feeling on what happened.
No doubt.
I don't think the 6 games would happen this year, though, because if it got to the point where, like Stephon Diggs, where he wanted to take it to trial, they're talking next year, because Diggs played the whole year with this felony. But with that being said, my question: what are their options? Could they trade for Emmanuel Wilson? And I know he could have been one of the ones disgruntled with his playing time, but if you sold it to him, hey, you're going to be the starter here, I'm sure he would come back. And there is a relationship, as you know, with John Schneider and the Packers. Is that a possibility? Or the kid from Arizona?
Yeah, I thought the first thought I had, I knew that the Cardinals had been, there had been a rumor that they were going to trade one of their running backs. And then I thought, well, hey, there's a guy on the staff who worked there previously. Who's the guy that he punched, though? They should get him. Right? Wasn't that a running back that he punched in the stomach?
Yeah, because he dropped the ball before going in the end zone. Who was that?
Amari DiMarcado.
Oh, well, he deserved it. Got to catch the
ball. Andy, I'm sure, wanted to punch you lots of times, but he never actually did. Would James Conner be a great stopgap guy? Sure, of course. Again, I know Adam talked about that pretty extensively, and obviously he is extremely well versed in this. The only thing that I was looking at some of these other players, like you can still draw a suspension even if you're not convicted of anything.
Yeah.
And so there's all kinds of options or possibilities with this in play. Now, to your point about the security department, and yes, you're 1,000% right. I am sure that they've talked to Josh, that they have talked to the authorities, and I do not want to go on any sort of shaky ground of, well, maybe what we saw yesterday is an indicator that there really is more to the story. I understand the perils of saying that sort of thing, but I did reach out to a couple of police officer friends of mine and a lawyer friend of mine just to say, hey, is this unusual? Because especially considering that who the person is, right? They knew that this was going to be a media case, and for the arresting officers to have brought these potential charges, and now for the Brown County District Attorney to have said, they have not ruled out charging him. Let's be very clear. But the fact that it wasn't just, okay, he's been arrested on these charges, and now we're going to charge him with these, and I don't know what to make of that.
Well,
I really don't.
What I think, Jason, is Hobart did a little grandstanding. Usually, they should be right in line with the district attorney, and then because what's the court proceeding tomorrow? You can't set bond. There's no charges.
Yeah,
the district attorney is the one that has to charge. So they clearly weren't in lockstep, and I think. And I have experience where police departments like the grandstand, and I think that's what this was. And that's why the DA said, whoa. Okay, let's get the whole picture here.
That is my instinct as well. But look, I think we all know this too. Like, when we have conversations like this, I think it's important to be cautious about word choice and everything else, because look, no matter what the dynamic of that relationship is or was, I saw Channel 4 in Milwaukee had combed through the police calls and had the dispatch audio, right? I mean, when you've got a neighbor talking about screaming and things breaking and whatever else, I mean, I think we can all agree something that was not right happened. And now we'll have to wait and see more of the story.
Yeah, and Jason, I'm just speaking from past experience.
I know. Oh, I
That's
know.
all
Look,
I'm saying. I'm
know
speaking
you are.
from past experience.
Yep.
On how this stuff goes down.
Right, and that experience, while horrible for you to go through, also is instructive for this. Like, quite frankly, there aren't many people that have the life experience to be able to have the perspective on this that you have. So no, I'm not in any way scolding you.
Yeah.
I'm
No,
saying that when I've had to talk about this a lot, and I am trying to choose my words carefully because I talked to some people yesterday about this because I just want to understand it, right? Like, I'm not looking to, like, what irritated me about them closing the locker room yesterday is that, most of us are professional enough that we would understand. It's one thing to do it with the coach. It's another thing to do it with players. I don't see a lot of people covering this team that were going to continue to just badger players to try and get a soundbite from them on Josh Jacobs, right?
But somebody would have.
but
Jason, to your point, I know that you respect everybody that's in the media corps, but, these news stations are going to send a news person up there, and they're going to pop into the locker room for the explicit reason of getting a soundbite from someone. And I think that's probably what they were trying to avoid.
Yeah, I will say this, at the press conference that we had, which was outside because the media auditorium was closed to the media yesterday. I only saw sports people, like the Milwaukee stations, et cetera. So I again, to your point, I would still argue that it is very easy. And look, for someone like Marshawn Lloyd, right, who that if we had open locker room, everyone would have gone to him. Not just because of the opportunity, but also because while he's been injured, Josh Jacobs has had him drive to practice every single day so he could mentor him and spend time around him and talk to him and keep his dauber from going too far down. And of course he would have been a logical player. So if you're a PR professional, you say, look, Marshawn, just don't go in there while they're in there. Like, steer clear, right? But now I've lost my train of thought. My point is that, yes, I also am able to talk to people without putting them in compromising position. And I talked to a couple people yesterday, and they both said the same thing, which was basically what Jacob's lawyers are saying, which there is more to the story and more evidence to be considered. And the way they said it made me wonder exactly what that meant, and it did not deter me from thinking maybe there is reason to think that someone that I was very surprised would be this way in Josh Jacobs. I would be curious to know what the precipitating event was.
Jason Wilde joins us on the Yingling guest hotline, as he does 3 times a week. So outside of the Josh Jacobs conversation that happened at the beginning of LaFleur's presser yesterday, what was your biggest takeaway?
Well, I'm not pretending that I'm Lenny Briscoe here in the Law and Order interview room, but I wanted an answer on this Brandon McManus thing.
Kind of feels like there's more there, Jason. Not going to lie. After the answer he gave to you, it felt like there's more there to me.
Right. I mean, like, what? Just say, look, we wanted to give, like, the standard answer there is we wanted to give Brandon an opportunity to catch on somewhere else because we drafted a guy in the 6th round and we plan on him being our guy. And he wanted that freedom, so we gave it to him. But that's not what they said. Like, we thought it was fair to him and to us. And then later in his answer to me, it was that we think this is the best thing for Trace Smack. Why? Like, kicker is a pressurized position. And so I don't understand why you would say that handing him the job. Look, I'm not trying to diss Lucas Havrisik here. But
well, part of the answer, Jason, was that Trey was going to be handling the bulk of the kicks. Just by that response tells me that this is not a competition.
Right, and Lucas Havrisik is there, so his leg doesn't fall off. I mean, again, among the answers I was unsatisfied with, that was among them, because again, I just don't quite grasp. And the way I phrased my question was intentional. Look, competition is the bedrock of what you do here. Like, this, not that Mike McCarthy or Mike Sherman didn't talk about competition or Mike Holmgren, but like LaFleur loves to talk about competition. And in this instance, it would seem to me that you would like to have a guy go through that process and compete. It would be good for him because he's going to face a hell of a lot more pressure kicking a 48-yarder as time is expiring to beat the Bears, whether it's at Soldier Field or in Hammond, Indiana in the future. You probably want to steel him against that type of pressure. So, yeah, I didn't, that was one of my takeaways. Obviously, he teased me a little bit about not wanting to give away all of his schematics, but you have been putting together a list of what a year one approach could be, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he did not say they were going to run more outside zone, did he? So that was another thing that I definitely wanted to ask about football-wise. And some of the other questions that others asked were also on my to-do list. Like, I really wanted to talk to Matthew Golden yesterday. I really wanted to talk to Jordan Morgan yesterday. So, yes, while I understand the circumstances, there were plenty of football-related things. And if this had happened in training camp, I was talking to one of the PR guys about this, like, that's one thing, right? Like, if these guys had talked every day, all camp long, and then you had one day, like, I haven't talked to any of these guys since January 11th, other than Evan Williams, who was on the show, and Edgerrin Cooper, who was on the tailgate tour. So canceling this, for those of us that, take the responsibility seriously of bringing fans information about actual football, was a problem. And again, we'll see if they. I was talking to somebody about it, and they said that maybe we'll have 2 opportunities next week or something else. Good, because again, Jen, we can agree to disagree on this, but I do think that there were plenty. You could also handpick players and bring them to a room that are capable of saying, "Look, I'm not going to talk about this." So I do think that they had guys that could have handled it, and obviously they chose to go the route they did.
I think it's such a tricky situation, Jason. We're over here as radio professionals making sure that we say all the right things, with regards to this situation. I think it's asking a lot of the players. And again, to your point, eventually they will be asked these questions, as delicately as the local media chooses to present them. But with the immediacy of it, I think it was probably just the smart move to say, now we're not going to put you guys in a position where you might have to answer questions about this situation specifically.
I know LaFleur said that to the guys in the huddle afterward, like, hey, I canceled media for you guys. So, like, he used it as a, hey, I did this for you type deal. What I would say the differences between us and them is that they can shut it down by saying, look, I am not going to answer questions about Josh. I love Josh. He's a great teammate. I'm not going to talk about this. This is not my place to talk about. You guys want to talk about football? Let's go.
Yep.
Unlike us, who we have to talk. I mean, we can't just say, we're not going to talk about Josh Jacobs on the show today, right? Like, that's not an option for us. That is an option for them.
It just feels like a slippery slope to put players in because, to your point, you just made an eloquent and rational reaction to it. But if you substitute the word player for person, just accidentally as you're sort of riffing there, all of a sudden you're like, oh, he's a great person? He's a great person? Do you know what he's being? And I'm not saying that you'd start peppering the guys, but like then that goes viral and then they've put themselves in a tough spot just by accidentally saying the word, he's a great person instead of he's a great teammate. You know what I'm saying?
And the problem is it's guilty until proven innocent.
Yeah,
the innocent until proven guilty is a bunch of garbage. It's guilty until proven innocent.
Yeah, and the public
that's the problem.
In the court of public opinion,
yes.
No doubt about it.
Yeah.
1,000%. You're right about that.
Jason, we really
I would say this to the players: don't say what Chewy said.
Don't say anything Chewy says. Chewy's got a big mouth.
All right, Jason, we appreciate you so much trying to offer some perspective on what's going on in Green Bay regarding Josh Jacobs and otherwise. Have a great one, and we'll talk to you again soon.
All right, everybody, take care. Be good.
Jason Wilde joins us 3 times a week here on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. You can hear everything he says on the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Elevate pizza night with something truly special and new from Connie's. Discover the all-new Connie's wood-fired pizza. It's inspired by bold flavors and artisan techniques. It's crafted with premium, all-natural ingredients, of course, because it's Connie's, and topped generously for serious flavor. Exactly everything that you're used to if you've had a Connie's pizza before. But the secret is in the crust. Slow fermented for 24 hours, then baked hot and fast in a real wood-fired oven. That means a crispy, flavorful crust you'd expect from an authentic wood-fired pizzeria. Now, you can bring that authentic wood-fired experience straight to your freezer and to your home oven. It's just $5.99 right now at Sendik's through June 2nd. So hurry, get to Sendik's. Try this all brand new Connie's wood-fired pizza.
Jen, Gabe, and Chewy are back after this on 94.5 ESPN.
Delays continue right now on southbound 41 from about Appleton Avenue all the way down to Capitol. Northbound's backed up from Mayfair Road up past Burleigh. We have also got some delays on southbound 43 now cropping up. We've got delays basically from just before Good Hope Road down to Bender Road. Westbound 94, they're still working on this accident at Mitchell Boulevard on the left shoulder. Delays coming in from 27th Street past that point. Eastbound backing up from 76th Street all the way to about 35th. Traffic is brought to you by Infinity Exteriors, dedicated to saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Mother Nature can be unpredictable. Your roof, siding, and windows shouldn't be. We install peace of mind with transparency and quality guaranteed. Visit infinityexteriors.com. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today, mostly sunny skies, a high of 64 at the lake, 72 inland. Tonight, mostly clear, a low of 49. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
May is here, which means your house is officially done hiding under snow, and now you can see everything it needs. Good news, Exterior Pros and Baths is here to help. Upgrade to energy-efficient windows, durable roofing, new siding, or a beautiful bath remodel, and get $3,000 off your project. Think of it as spring cleaning, but way more impressive. That's $3,000 in instant savings during our May savings event, but it won't last long. Call 262-800-4274 or visit extpros.com today. Exterior Pros and Baths. Big savings done right.
Get ready to sip into summer with the new Carbless Americana Backyard Bliss Variety 8-pack. 4 nostalgic flavors, strawberry, cherry, grape, and apple, all packed up and ready to celebrate America's 250th birthday. It's backyard barbecues, fireworks, lawn games, and classic summer flavor in every can. This season, bring the party, bring the nostalgia, and bring the bliss with the new Americana Backyard Bliss 8-pack from Carbless. Pick up the brand new variety pack at your local retailer or go to drinkcarbless.com to find it near you.
Now through May 30th, bring refined design into every moment. Mike Wood here from Callan. With a kitchen or bathroom remodel from Callan, receive a complimentary Kohler touchless faucet, a $700 value. Sculpted design, seamless control, and effortless style built for everyday living. Because true luxury isn't just seen, it's experienced in the details you use every day. Begin your transformation today at callcallan.com and click the green button. Callan. Design, build, live. Some restrictions apply.
Hey, it's Gabe Neitzel from ESPN Milwaukee's Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, and we know the best place to watch a Brewers game is at the ballpark, but the second best place on earth to watch a Brewers game is X-Golf in Brookfield or X-Golf in Mequon all season long. During Brewers games, whether it's during the day, whether it's at night, you get 50% off your sim time. They have $2 Miller Lite taps and have club-level Brewers ticket giveaways all season long. Don't miss out at X-Golf in Brookfield and X-Golf in Mequon. It's the second best place on earth to watch a Brewers game.
Hey, better. Swing into Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee for the $300,000 Big League Series. Just play with your rewards card over 3 months to earn entries. Here's the lineup. Leading off April, on deck May, in the hole June. All monthly entries you earn will roll into drawings on Friday, June 26th, where you could win cash, free play, or one of 3 new Toyota vehicles. It's the $300,000 Big League Series, only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
At Saturn Lounge, we know if your marketing actually worked, you would know. Your website would perform, not just exist. Your storytelling would inspire, not fall flat. Your integrated campaigns would create impact, not excuses. There'd be no refreshing dashboards, no waiting on a report to explain what happened. It's time to generate quality leads and turn them into customers. Let's make it happen with Saturn Lounge, your marketing partner for clear, measurable results. Visit us today at SaturnLounge.com. When marketing works, it shows.
You are listening to Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
I don't know which is which, but here's what I
Yes,
do.
all right.
I take the plus and I put it to the plus. I take the minus and I put it to the minus.
Yeah, but the jacker things don't have that.
Yeah, they do.
Where?
Sure do. On the handles.
What's a jacker thing? And is it something that your wife keeps in the drawer?
He meant jumper cables.
On 94.5 ESPN.
Calling all gamers, jackpot chasers, and Monopoly lovers. Get ready to relive your childhood because Monopoly just hit Potawatomi Casino Hotel, and this time it's paying out real cash. And maybe that wasn't the game of choice for you when you were a kid, but how about Wheel of Fortune? Man, I love sitting down and watching Wheel of Fortune, Jeopardy, Wheel of Fortune. You can play Wheel of Fortune at the Potawatomi Casino Hotel now. Well, don't you want to yell, come on, big spin? Be one of the first to step up, spin the wheel, and cash in on the action. It is only at the Potawatomi Casino Hotel. All right, Chew. We talked a lot of Josh Jacobs with Jason Wilde a few moments ago. If you missed any of that conversation, of course, it's available on the ESPN Wisconsin app. What should the Packers do from a due diligence standpoint, right? Because as we have stated, innocent until proven guilty. These are allegations. We do not know how it is going to play out. But if you are the Green Bay Packers, you cannot afford to be behind the eight ball at the running back position, right?
No.
I mean, especially in the past, as we have sat here and talked about how much they run the football and how we would like to see it skew back towards a pass-heavy offense. But at the end of the day, that offense was always going to be heavily dependent on Josh Jacobs. What should they do now?
Let it take its course, do their own investigating. I'm sure the league has probably already started their investigation. Try to get to the bottom of it, see what the DA is going to do. Because there's, due diligence, but if it's really, really bad, you've seen players before, there's been video, there could be a chance that he gets released. There is that chance. So you have to, we're talking about a team that has the potential to win a Super Bowl. Without Josh Jacob, that's a pretty big hit. So they have to do their due diligence and see what is out there. There isn't a Josh Jacobs out there, is there?
No.
There's not. You're not going to trade for a Josh Jacobs.
No.
So you got to kick the tires. You got to make some calls. You got to decide, hey, because there is no Josh Jacobs out there, do we have to do it by committee? And what I mean by committee, because I'm not putting a lot of faith, and I wanted to ask Jason, why the hell isn't Marshawn Lloyd practicing in full? He's been off forever, and he's still limited. Is that the problem, that you baby the guy too much? Why is he off?
I think they're just kind of easing him in. It's OTAs.
Is this?
It's OTAs. I guess it's not that big of a deal if he didn't participate in 11-on-11 yesterday. It's not like they're in pads. It's just
I know, but
helmets and shorts. So you just kind of ease him in.
How much faith do you have in him?
Oh, I don't think you can say you have any faith.
So
even if he's healthy, we just haven't seen him enough where I'm like, oh yeah, 100% faith in Marshawn Lloyd.
And there's names out there, right? But the problem with all those names is they're old.
Oh, yeah.
So do you sign two of them?
I can't imagine that they would go out and sign Joe Mixon.
But you'd have to sign two of them, like Eckler and Mixon.
Yeah,
to carry the load of a Josh
But
Jacobs.
that's the thing. They're not going to do that because that's taking up too many roster spots. Like
James Conner is a name that's being thrown around out there. The guy from Arizona.
Sure.
Your silence is speaking volumes.
Chuba Hubbard. There's plenty of options. There's guys out there.
There's names you recognize. I think, again, with the due diligence right now, I think would just be calling teams to see what it would potentially take to get one of the running backs off their roster. The list of names, again, go back and listen to what Adam Schefter said yesterday with us here on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. But I don't think it's not taking action until you have more information and you know what the DA is going to do and how this is going to play out.
Well, you have to see what the DA is going to do, and you have to see what the league's going to do.
Is there a deadline on that, by the way, or could that go on indefinitely?
My guess is he's probably going to want to talk to Josh. I would not talk to him. I had a brother who was in LAPD. He said, never talk to cops. They're advocates of the state. Not that cops are bad. They just work for the state. So I'm sure his lawyers are going to say, probably not, But my guess is what is it, Thursday?
Today's Thursday, yes.
I mean, it's not going to be that long, you know?
I tend to agree with Gabe. Don't rush into anything. And if for no other reason than the optics of it. If you rush into going out there and thinking, oh, we got to strike while the iron is hot, we got to go out there and make sure that we get the best option on the market, then people, I think, are going to say, whoa, if the Packers are taking this step where they're going out there and they're grabbing a guy, Josh must be, right? Again, I'm just talking about human nature, the leaps that people's brains take. Josh must be in some trouble. And I think then that snowball just keeps rolling down the hill, gathering speed.
Yeah, you don't need another running back for OTAs or minicamp.
No.
Right? So it's just, I think that the smart play is just let it all play out, see what happens. Because to your point, Chew, like the DA isn't going to sit there for the next 2 months going, are we going to charge, are we not?
Well, see, these are
I think they're gonna make
recommendations.
Yes.
These are recommendations from the police department to the district attorney. So he has to go through every charge and say, can I prove that? Can I prove that?
And
so he's got a little bit of work to do as well. So my guess is, I don't know, next week, make a decision.
Yeah.
I mean, and there's things out there that we already know that are red flags. 911 call.
Neighbors.
An ambulance was called.
Yep.
Those aren't good. But the DA just wants to look at it. He's got to, based on that recommendation from the police department, he's got to look at that and say, okay, I can prove that. I can prove that. I can't prove that. I can prove that. And maybe there are additional charges. There could be some knocked off, and there potentially could be some added as well. So
it's the hardest thing, I think, today. Just everybody's got to be patient with the whole thing.
Yes.
And see how it plays out.
Yes.
And that can be really hard. But that's the stage we're at with this whole thing.
There is some wild stuff rolling on the YouTube stream this morning. I'm not even going to give some of it oxygen, but man, you guys are nuts out there with the conversations you are having regarding this Josh Jacobs thing. We're going to take a break here on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. We will continue to discuss the Green Bay Packers, who are going through OTAs, talk a little bit about your Milwaukee Brewers, Jacob Mizorowski, a certain candidate for pitcher of the month, but could he lose it out to somebody who might actually be having a better month of May? We'll discuss that and more as Jen, Gabe, and Chewy rolls on.
If you've been putting off replacing your windows and doors, now is the time because Pella of Wisconsin has 0% financing options available. You know, in Wisconsin, your home can take a beating year-round, but the right windows and doors can improve your comfort, boost energy efficiency, upgrade your home's look. That's what Pella did for me. Their experts came in. They helped me find the perfect front door for a house. Even have a hidden screen that I like to use now that the weather's turned, and it is fantastic. Just keep that open, sitting in the living room, feeling the fresh, getting close to those summer breezes. And with 0% interest, you can upgrade now, pay over time without paying a dime in interest. Don't wait. Get the look you want for your home that you'll love. Visit PellaWI.com today.
Jen, Gabe, and Chewy continues next on 94.5 ESPN. With Wilde and Tausch, you won't miss a play.
Yeah, coaching matters a lot, and we've fallen short. Those are the facts. Matt LaFleur's on the clock, man. And I know he got an extension, but I'll say this. If they revert and don't get better, you're evaluated on your results.
Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
Everybody knows, it's championship or bust. That is what Green Bay is. And unfortunately, we've had 15 years of bust.
Weekdays from 9 to noon on 94.5 ESPN. ESPN Milwaukee's YouTube channel and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Remember how you felt when you were 25? Your morning workouts were a breeze. You had a drive that kicked in way before your first cup of coffee. Does it feel like you're losing your edge? You know, it might not be your age. It could be low testosterone. At Mentality, we'll get to the bottom of what's really going on and build a personalized plan using testosterone replacement and peptide therapies to help restore your energy, focus, and drive. Get back to being the guy you used to be. Book your appointment with Mentality at lowtusa.com. Again, that's lowtusa.com.
Tournament host Steve Stricker joins a legendary group of PGA Tour champions at the American Family Insurance Championship. Catch the action June 5th through the 7th with an exciting team competition at TPC Wisconsin in Madison. This year's AmFam Champ concert features Little Big Town with special guests Randy Houser and May Estes. Friday, June 5th at Breeze Stevens Field. All proceeds support the Steve Stricker American Family Insurance Foundation and American Family Children's Hospital. Get your tickets today at amfamchampionship.com.
Hi, it's John Reitz from Great Midwest Bank. And while buying a home is a big deal, it certainly doesn't have to be and shouldn't be a stressful experience. At Great Midwest Bank, we combine competitive rates, fast pre-approvals, and honest advice from knowledgeable loan officers to help you every step of the way through your home buying or building journey. For 90 years, our customers have been part of the GMB family. Experience a state of tranquility at greatmidwestbank.com. Great Midwest Bank, your simply local equal housing lender.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
John, what are you doing? Get in my car. Why are you walking to work?
Thanks, man. It's these insanely high gas prices. They are draining my bank account. I can't afford to drive anymore.
Dude, don't walk. Just do what I do, because I never pay full price for gas anymore. I use the free Upside app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait, you're telling me you get paid cash when you buy gas with the Upside app?
Yes, I get real cash back every time I buy gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make around $200.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the free Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code WINNING for an extra 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's promo code WINNING. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, to PayPal, or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code WINNING for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code WINNING.
Okay, I have to tell you, I was just looking on eBay where I go for all kinds of things I love, and there it was.
That hologram trading card. One of the rarest, the last one I needed for my set. Shiny like the
designer handbag of my dreams. One of a kind. eBay had it, and now everyone's asking, ooh, where'd you get your
windshield wipers? eBay has all the parts that fit my car. No more annoying, just beautiful.
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay. Things people love.
Progressive knows sports brings people together, but you gotta feel bad for people who don't even get it. Some people will never know what it's like to see their favorite team's hopes decided by a ping pong ball to draft the next superstar. Or not. I mean, sure, it's silly for your happiness to hinge on the success of a 20-year-old entry-level employee, but you just can't help yourself. The stress is exhilarating. Progressive can't bring people together like the draft, but we can bring your home and auto insurance together with a bundle. So switch and see if you could save hundreds. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers not available in all states or situations.
It's Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
Gabe, it'll change your life. Any barbecue you ate for the rest of your life will be measured against Buc-ee's.
On 94.5 ESPN.
Are you looking for real changes, real goals, real things that will change your life? That's where Milwaukee Weight Loss comes in. I'm Josh DiMaggio, and I'm on that journey with Milwaukee Weight Loss. From the first consultation, their team really listened to build a customized plan around me and my goals. I'm down more than 40 pounds at this point and down a couple pant sizes. It's a doctor-developed, doctor-supervised program where people can lose 20 to 30 pounds in just a month or two. This program is different. No intense workouts, no prepackaged meals, bars, shakes, no counting calories or points, no drug surgeries or injections. Just a proven metabolic reset. Many patients can lose up to a pound of fat per day. Milwaukee Weight Loss has already helped thousands of people change their lives. There's no better time than now to take control and start feeling confident again. Schedule a free consultation at 262-235-3980 or visit MilwaukeeWeightLoss.com and tell them that Homer and Josh sent you.
Back here on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, we're going to pivot to the Brewers for a moment. I want to spend some time in the second hour of the show talking about the situation that Major League Baseball finds itself in. Rob Manfred talking. Obviously, there has been, concerns about a work stoppage. We'll get into all of that in the second hour of the show. But I want to take a moment and hear from Ken Rosenthal, who, I don't know if our guy Gabe is just so plugged in or if he's got a little Nostradamus to him or what.
I think Ken just listens to the show.
That's distinctly possible. After his time in Milwaukee, he was like, how I could really
endear myself.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Here's Ken Rosenthal talking about a move the Brewers could make to bolster their rotation. Take a listen.
They, in this position they're in right now, are doing a tremendous job of developing young players, bringing them to the major leagues. And this was actually a reason why I thought a trade for Skubal, while extremely unlikely for them, most likely, is something that they at least can entertain because they have the prospects to do it. Now, whether they would want to Trade the prospects, take on the $10 million if indeed Skubal gets traded. That is another question entirely, and frankly, I don't believe they would do that. But they are positioned to do the same kind of trade they did with Sabathia in 2008 if they want to. Sabathia was a rental. Skubal would be a rental as well.
I think Skubal gets him over the hump, no question. And Gabe mentioned this last week. You were the first one. I'm sure that there were rumblings on like the interwebs somewhere, but Gabe, you were the first one to bring this up where I thought, whoa. Like if we're talking about swinging for the fences, if we're talking about doing something that gets you over the hump, acquiring Skubal before the trade deadline would absolutely do just that. Are you still feeling like this is something they should do, or is it more of a pipe dream for you at this point?
I mean, it's still probably a pipe dream because, we all know how the Brewers feel about their prospects. But even thinking about the Sabathia trade, which I think a lot of people have been doing since we celebrated CC here, a couple of weeks ago when he went into the Wall of Honor for the Brewers, things have drastically changed since 2008. The Brewers gave up a lot in that trade for CC in terms of top prospects. Now, none of them... Well, the throw-in, the last guy, ended up being the one that panned out for Cleveland. But teams aren't as willing to give up that much for rentals anymore. Now, I'm not saying it won't cost you something, but it's not like we're talking any of those top guys. It's not like Jesus Mate would have to be a part of a deal in order to get this done. Teams just don't give up those top guys for rentals anymore. So that's where I think it's just completely possible that they could. Again, they love their prospects. I don't know how they would feel about taking on an additional, as he said, it'd probably be about $10 million if you do it right at the deadline, would be more, the earlier that you acquire him because you're taking on the rest of the prorated salary. I don't know how they would feel about that, especially because they're paying Woody $22 million. I don't know if that was necessarily budgeted for this year. So I feel like it's a pipe dream, but man, Miz, Harrison, well, it would be Miz, Skubal, Harrison, Woody in a playoff rotation, I'd feel great about that rotation no matter who you're playing. And as we saw last year with the Dodgers, that rotation shut down the Brewers' offense. That rotation could shut down a lot of offenses in the postseason.
But he's going somewhere.
After the season?
No, at the trade deadline.
I would assume so because the Tigers are not very good.
Correct.
Chicago would probably be in the mix.
Mm-hmm. Certainly.
I mean, do you do it, though, to put yourself over the edge? The other thing with the Dodgers is that their pitchers were just one after the other. They're just shutting it down.
And the Brewers could potentially have something like that if they made this move.
I'd do it.
Yeah.
I would do it.
Welcome to the resistance.
Well, because you have always said, Chewy, that the prospects are their currency.
Yes.
And if you have the prospects, it feels like, look, I'm all about, stocking up the cupboard for a rainy day. I'm not saying this is a rainy day. I'm saying you have the resources. This feels like a time to pull the trigger. And again, we have had conversations about what are the goals of ownership. I still think ownership would like to win a World Series. Now, they're not willing to break the bank to do it. And we'll have the conversation in the second hour of the show about what is in the future of baseball as far as a salary cap goes, et cetera, et cetera. But I do think that this feels like something they could pull off by sacrificing a few of those prospects. They are stockpiled at a number of positions and going out and getting an arm that would strike fear. That rotation would strike fear in all opponents, in all comers this postseason.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you have 4 guys that play shortstop in your minor league system that are in the top 100 right now.
Yeah.
Only one dude can play shortstop at a time. And I know they're going to move some of those guys around, and who knows what happens to Terang. And, you signed Cooper Pratt, so maybe Made or Pena ends up over at third base. But you've got 4 different guys in the top 100 that play shortstop. You could sacrifice one of those for a third of a season of Skubal.
Would this be the Brewers' Micah?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Do it.
I mean, but the difference being you knew the Packers were going to give a bunch of money to Micah when they traded for him because that's how it works in the NFL, where this would just be, I mean, you don't see the straight-up rental happen all that often in the NFL.
Problem. $10 million? That's not a problem.
I'd like to say it's not true. I don't know the financials of the Brewers. I'd like to think an extra $10 million, especially with the way that people are turning out to the ballpark, I'd like to think that wouldn't be, but the fact of the matter is, whenever we're talking about the Brewers, the financials always are they have to be a part of the conversation.
Is he healthy?
Well, I was just going to bring that up. Are you concerned at all, Gabe, about the micro procedure that he had done?
The Scooblescope?
Is that what they're calling it?
Yeah, they're calling it the Scooblescope.
That's fun to say.
What's the micro?
So he had some issue with his shoulder.
Micro needling?
No. But they went in.
I knew what that is.
They basically scoped the shoulder, and that's taking months off the recovery time.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be pitching here very shortly. Like what used to be thought, this would be a 4-month recovery. He's going to be pitching within 2 months for the Tigers.
Does it increase your interest to learn that John Heyman calls the Cubs the top landing spot for Scooble?
That's
right? And again, the whole idea of, in addition to adding him to your roster, you keep him from going to a division opponent who you know you're probably going to be, jousting with for the rest of the season.
Yeah, the Cubs, the Dodgers. I mean, everybody's going to be interested in this guy.
Which I think the Packers had to do with Philadelphia to get Micah.
Yeah, but Jerry was never going to trade him to Philly.
No.
I don't think he was ever going to trade him to Philly. So, yeah, because, again, this is different going from American League over to the National League. The Tigers will just sell him to the highest bidder.
So will he go at any time, or is it going to wait until the trade deadline?
My guess is we'll probably at least get through June.
Yeah.
Because as Jen said, I think everybody wants to see what he looks like post-Scooblescope. And if he looks like the Tarek Skubal that's won the Cy Young in the American League the last 2 years, the talks will probably start early July.
But
that'll start to
like
heat
the
up.
Tigers will not rush him back.
No, but he's been progressing and he's almost ready to go right now.
Okay.
So I think like the month of June, see if he pitches well for a month, and then teams go, yep, he's going to be healthy enough. Let's go ahead and start putting together packages.
That'd be hell of a lineup.
That's what I'm saying. Isn't it fun to think about that?
Yes.
Ms. Scooble back to back.
Mm-hmm. Love spending other people's money.
Pretty easy, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, you're not allowed to spend your own money.
No.
That's why it's so much fun to spend other people's money.
What could be? All right, we'll take a break here on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. Still a lot of stuff to get to. Stick around.
Your state, your teams, your ESPN. The ESPN Wisconsin app. Find the ESPN Wisconsin app in the Apple or Android app stores today. More Jen, Gabe, and Chewy coming up on 94.5 ESPN.
Well, we got a couple of issues going on. Southbound 43, I did get word of a possible broken down vehicle just north of Good Hope Road in the center lane. Now, I'm seeing delays around there, but I haven't been able to see the actual broken down vehicle, so I'm thinking they may have moved it off to the side or off the freeway, but still backing up through there. Also, more delays south of Silver Spring all the way down through the Marquette. We've also got northbound on 43 slowing down basically from Kilbourne all the way up to Capitol Drive. Westbound on Greenfield Avenue, just inside Waukesha County, right at Rock Place, we have the westbound side of Greenfield closed because of a crash. So watch out for that. As far as on the freeway system, we've got delays right through the stadium interchange, westbound from about 30th Street to Hawley Road, eastbound from 70th Street to 35th. Traffic is brought to you by Badgerland Junk. Clear the clutter fast with simple, stress-free cleanouts from single items to full properties. Upfront pricing, no hidden fees. Visit BadgerlandJunk.com. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today, mostly sunny skies, a high of 64 at the lake, 72 inland. Tonight, mostly clear, a low of 49. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Buying barbecue rubs that all taste the same.
Most are loaded with sugar, fillers, and shortcuts.
Burn Pit BBQ is not.
We're a veteran-owned company right here in Wisconsin, built on doing things the right way, no shortcuts, no nonsense.
Just premium seasonings that deliver real flavor every time you fire up the grill.
Whether it's a quick dinner or feeding the whole crew, Burn Pit BBQ gives you confidence to get it right.
Burn Pit BBQ, grill with confidence.
Find us at burnpitbbq.com and now at select Walmart locations.
That's burnpitbbq.com.
Sushi is more than a meal. It's an art form, and now you're invited to create it. St. Kate the Arts Hotel presents Studio Sessions, The Art of the Roll, an intimate, hands-on evening inside the studio kitchen and cocktails where guests are welcome with a complimentary cocktail, wine, beer, or sake, then guided through crafting 3 stunning sushi rolls from the very first fold to the final cut. This is culinary artistry made personal. Reserve your evening at stkatearts.com. Hey, this is Jen Latta. You're listening to 94.5 ESPN, WKTI, and WKTI HD Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station. Shoot. The right way to start your day. This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studios at the Avenue with Gabe Neitzel and Mark Chamara. Here's Jen Latta.
Back here on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. All right, we talked a little baseball for your Milwaukee Brewers. We'll talk a little bit more, but I want to get to this situation going on in Major League Baseball because Rob Manfred, I know, friend of show, is he no longer public enemy number one now that Ashton's not with us? When Ashton was with the show, Rob Manfred was number one with a bullet, no questions asked, enemy of show.
No, he's still the worst.
Okay.
Although, I mean, again, with some of the things, talk about conversations that were had last night. I mean, Adam Silver has just firmly planted himself in as like worst commissioner in sports.
Really?
Like he might be it's hard to do. It's hard to do to get past Rob, but Adam Silver might be the worst
You
commissioner.
can't name a sport that's improved more than the MLB over the past 5-6 years.
Correct.
And it's by like a long distance that he leads in the decisions he helped push into the MLB.
Is this your stubbornness coming out?
Well, no, he's still called like, just a piece of metal.
Yeah, that really bothers Gabe.
That was a tough one.
Commissioner's
That's a
trophy.
tough one. That's a tough one to overcome.
Well, it is metal.
How would you feel if after you won the Super Bowl, Paul Tagliabue went, Lombardi, it's just a big piece of metal. No big deal, guys.
Not great.
All right. Many people do expect that there will be a work stoppage at the end of the 2026 season. Of course, MLB is doing everything it can to keep that from happening. And now it appears that they are honing in on one very specific quote-unquote problem. Let's hear from Rob Manfred on the pay gap in Major League Baseball.
Sounds like what you guys are in the middle of trying to figure out is we need more teams to spend money. And the teams that are spending a lot of the money, okay, we're going to have to figure out who's allowed to spend what. Sounds like, is it your guys' angle? I know the players are going to have their own angle, but absolutely. That's kind of the basis of what we got going on, basically going into this negotiation, right?
Right. We got to look, our payroll gap from top to bottom is $446 million. That's not a fair fight, and the numbers really bear out that it's not a fair fight. If you have a high payroll, you're much more likely to make the playoffs. And if you have a high payroll, your chances of going to each of the successive rounds are massively higher than a low payroll club. And, look, fans want competition. That's what it's about at the end of the day. And we need to get that one fixed.
How does that affect the Milwaukee Brewers? Well, the Milwaukee Brewers spend the least, not the least, but in the bottom five of the league. And players now want what they are calling a competitive integrity tax, which means that these owners of teams like the Marlins, the Pirates, the Rays, the Brewers, and the Guardians have to spend more money. That's essentially what the players are requesting, right, Gabe?
Yeah, the players put their first proposal out yesterday. Jeff Passan had reported. So they had said they want a competitive integrity tax, which is, again, would be kind of matching what they already have, the competitive balance tax. So you spend over X amount of dollars, team gets hit. If you spend under $150 million, which would basically be the floor that everybody would have to hit, you would have to pay X amount of dollars. They want to basically double the minimum salary, and they want to increase the competitive balance tax, so the top end of the market from 244 to 300. Again, these are all, I think, starting places, and they'll negotiate this. But, yeah, that's the players want to spend more money on the players. Shocking, right? Shocking position for them to want to have teams spend more money.
But it does feel like, Chew, that it's actually a decent proposal because the thought process is if you spend more money on players, then your team is better, you win more games, you put more butts in the seats, and then all of a sudden that revenue share goes up for everybody. Like, it doesn't seem that far-fetched of a thought process. I understand, Gabe, you're saying, hey, I'd like more money in my pockets, but I do think that there is a benefit to the league as a whole. It's not just the players who are going to get rich off of this.
Where's the revenue sharing going to come from?
So what the players are proposing, because they share the national
I'm saying
TV.
the owners are like the Yankees going to give up a percentage of their TV contract.
So that is what the players are proposing. So what the players are proposing is that local TV revenue right now basically stays with the team.
All right, so let's listen to Jeff Passan, who tries to break this down. It does feel a little bit complicated, but let's try to hear from Jeff Passan and see if it makes sense when he explains it.
This is a really important time for baseball because we're finally going to get a sense of what the state of play with labor negotiations is. And this is something we've been waiting for a long time. The MLBPA came today with its proposal, and a lot of the things in there were not surprising. They want players to get paid more money. That's obviously a starting point for every negotiation when it comes to a union. But there were a few interesting elements in there. The competitive integrity tax, which essentially would be a floor for teams to spend above, and if they don't, they get penalized in the same way that if you spend above the competitive balance tax, you get penalized for that. You see the increased minimums there, almost doubling the minimum salary, and increasing the competitive balance tax from $244 million base threshold to $300 million. The big one, though, and I think where if the MLBPA wants to avoid a salary cap, the way to do it is through revenue sharing. And in the MLBPA's proposal today, it essentially takes local television money, which is not shared very much right now, and shares about 2/3 of it on top of a base of $50 million equal distribution from all teams. And the idea behind that, and not sharing other local revenue, is so that if teams are winning, people are going to go to their ballparks. And the Players Association wants those teams to be rewarded for going out there, for spending money, for putting competitive teams on the field.
But the problem is like Tampa Bay. They're winning.
And the Brewers.
Well, that's
but hold on. The Brewers get the attendance. Tampa Bay does not. Even though they're winning, they still only average like 12,000 people at a game.
Again, keeping it very, very simple, the fact that teams like Tampa Bay, the fact that teams like the Brewers are winning, makes it very difficult for the owners to claim this competitive balance thing, right?
That's the thing. So in the American League, there are 4 teams right now in the American League that are above 500. 3 of those teams rank 29th, 28th, and 27th in payroll right now. The White Sox, the Rays, and the Guardians. Those are, and the other the aberration there is the New York Yankees.
So they're trying to beef up the middle class in baseball. Football went through this years ago.
Yeah.
A bunch of CBAs ago where, you had guys getting paid a ton, and then you had the basement.
Mm-hmm.
And there was no middle. So it sounds like this is what they're trying to do. I just don't, like with a Tampa Bay outlier, you'd be like, yeah, you win, but your gate revenue is terrible, and your TV contract sucks.
Yeah. But that's why they would take money from the Yankees, the Dodgers TV deal, because the Dodgers TV deal is their biggest advantage. So they would slice that. You're only getting X amount. You're going to distribute it. Now you get to keep all the money that you make in the ballpark.
Yes.
But you're going to distribute that huge television deal that you have out there in Los Angeles amongst the teams. So that's how they're going to split that. Or at least that's the proposal from the players.
It's more of your big market teams having to make a sacrifice.
Correct.
And that's how football became great, is your old owners, the Rooneys, the Maras, all those old guys were like years ago were like, the hell with it. Let's just make this league great. Straight revenue sharing.
Mm-hmm. But again, it's just different in the NFL because you don't have this local TV revenue, right? Like
Correct.
all the games are broadcasts.
Yeah.
There's no Packers television network. I mean, there is for the 3 preseason games and whatever, they'll probably keep the money off those 3 games. But once you hit those regular season games, all your revenue is coming from Fox.
What is the
and
threshold
CBS.
as far as owners to vote on the CBA that they have to get to?
2/3.
2/3.
Yes.
And who's going to fight it?
Well,
The Brewers and the Rays, or the Yankees and
the Brewers do not want a floor. But if you have a cap, you have to have a floor. So that's where the owners got to figure out how they're going to figure, they got to figure that out amongst themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And I know Passan said that they're going to have their counter proposal, and that's going to be out there today for Major League Baseball. But, right now, the Players Union trying to avoid the salary cap by kind of proposing a floor, that's something that the Rays, the Brewers, the Marlins,
The Pirates.
the Guardians are not going to want.
Gabe, you love baseball more than anybody else I know in the entire world. What is your solution? What would you like to see Major League Baseball get to in this negotiation?
I think as a fan, like, I do think everybody's kind of sick of seeing all the free agents basically go to 2 or 3 teams. And the NBA has tried to figure that out with, you can pay your guy the most, right? Like, we've talked about that with Giannis. Giannis has been here forever. Bucks are the ones that can pay him the most. That's supposed to incentivize him to stick in that home market. And I think for teams like the Brewers, as great as it's been for them to turn over the roster as consistently as they have in this run since 2018, it'd be nice to be able to keep a star. It'd be nice to be able to go, we don't have to trade this guy. We can elect to keep him, like a Bryce Terang, right? Like it would be great to be able to keep Bryce Terang. I don't know if things are going the way they are, Brewers are not going to pay what it takes to keep Bryce Terang, and they'll be fine, and they'll figure out a way to backfill that position, but it'd be nice to have those stars stick around for a long time. As a fan, I would like to see a salary cap. So when free agents are out there, you've got an opportunity to go make a splash, right? Like, how fun has it been for the Packers when we hit free agency? Oh, my God, I can't believe it. They signed Josh Jacobs. Oh, they traded for Micah Parsons. And every team has the opportunity to do that. I mean, the Vegas Raiders this year, they were the worst team in the league last year. Spent a bunch of money, and free agency was exciting for them. And for a lot of the fan bases in Major League Baseball, free agency just doesn't register. It's like what the trade deadline was for the Packers under Mike McCarthy and Ted Thompson.
Is that today?
Exactly. And that's what it's like around here. And that's what, and the Brewers, they'll dabble in free agency. They'll sign a Luis Rengifo right before training camp because he's still out there and they need a third baseman. And hopefully he can recapture the magic he had a couple of years ago. Obviously, that hasn't worked out for them this year. But I would like to see some sort of salary cap. And the sad part about the salary cap is that's the issue. If the owners are going to push it that hard, that's what's going to lead to a work stoppage. Because the players do not want that under any circumstance.
Chances of getting it done?
I don't have a lot of hope.
Well, you won't until the owners counter. And then you'll know what the gap is.
Mm-hmm. But again, if there's a hard cap, it depends upon how much the players are going to want to dig in. And the problem is the players are going through a transition just like the NFLPA.
Yeah.
Because Tony Clark got caught up in a scandal.
Oh,
So they're going through a leadership change. So who knows, how hard they're going to fight that and all this. This is where I do not have faith in Rob Manfred in baseball, despite having all the momentum that Josh just talked about.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have faith in them in being able to stay out of their own way and make sure there's not a work stoppage after this thing expires in early December.
Has baseball surpassed the NBA as far as the second most popular sport?
I'm not sure. I'd have to look.
It feels like it has. No?
I don't know if it has. I literally do not have an answer to that. I could look it up for sure.
It depends on what metrics you look at. It depends on social
I'm not a
impact,
big metrics guy. I'm just a feel guy.
Yeah, vibe.
Well, what does it feel like to you, Chew?
Vibes only.
It feels like, the
But
gap's
you
not
also
that
don't
big.
love
but
the NBA. You don't love the NBA.
I used to love it.
800-990-3776. Are you expecting a work stoppage in Major League Baseball based on some of the information that was put out yesterday, based on the information, again, that we expect to get today with the counteroffer from the league? 800-990-3776. You can weigh in on our Infinity Exteriors Twitter poll. Are you expecting a work stoppage after the 2026 MLB season? Let us know. Refresh your home with roofing, siding, or windows, all backed by their lifetime workmanship warranty. InfinityExteriors.com.
You know how much we love baseball here. They also love baseball at X Golf in Brookfield and X Golf in Mequon, which is why it is the second best place outside of the ballpark to watch a Brewers game this summer. You need to be checking out X Golf in Brookfield, X Golf in Mequon during Brewers games this summer. You can get half off your sim time reservation. $2 Miller Lite taps, and all summer long, they're going to be giving away club-level Brewers tickets. So you can go check out the crew in person. The best place to be watching Brewers games this summer, other than the ballpark, X Golf in Brookfield and X Golf in Mequon.
More Jen, Gabe, and Chewy coming up on 94.5 ESPN.
Well, we're still seeing some big delays on southbound 41 from just south of Good Hope Road all the way down towards Hampton. Northbound slowing down from Mayfair Road up past Burleigh. Southbound 43, we got some backups from Silver Spring down past Capitol Drive. The northbound side, well, that's a little bit heavier, actually. We got delays right around the Plainfield curve all the way up to Chase, back on the brakes from Lincoln through the Marquette all the way up towards Locust. So give yourself that extra time. Eastbound 94, we're looking at delays from about 76th Street to 35th, westbound from 35th to Hawley Road, and then west of Highway 100 past Elm Grove Road. Planning a home project or need added flexibility? Tap into your home's value with a HELOC from Great Midwest Bank. Visit greatmidwestbank.com, your equal housing lender. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today, mostly sunny skies, a high of 64 at the lake, 72 inland. Tonight, mostly clear, a low of 49. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
At Junior Achievement, we believe students learn best by doing. With support from Pieper Electric, young people are gaining real-world insight into careers that keep our communities running, from energy and engineering to skilled trades and technical innovation. Through hands-on experiences in JA BizTown, students are discovering how their interests can turn into meaningful careers. Thank you to Pieper Electric for helping inspire the next generation of builders and problem solvers. Learn more at ja.org. From large manufacturer to local pizza shop and every business in between, Summit Credit Union helps your vision take shape with loan programs, great rates, and strategic solutions. Whatever you're building, you've got this. And Summit Credit Union's got you. May is here, which means your house is officially done hiding under snow, and now you can see everything it needs. Good news, Exterior Pros and Baths is here to help. Upgrade to energy-efficient windows, durable roofing, new siding, or a beautiful bath remodel, and get $3,000 off your project. Think of it as spring cleaning, but way more impressive. That's $3,000 in instant savings during our May savings event, but it won't last long. Call 262-800-4274 or visit extpros.com today. Exterior Pros and Baths. Big savings done right.
Meet Jim and Rita.
We went on a motorcycle trip.
But somewhere in Wyoming, Jim and Rita were in a serious accident.
They blocked off the interstate and everything and took us to the hospital.
Sometime later, Rita made a discovery.
She had noticed that the bracelet was gone. And I asked the trooper, is there a chance we can go out there and see if it's still there?
And amazingly,
he found a couple of pieces.
It was only 2 tiny links of the bracelet.
Jim was determined to buy Rita another bracelet from Kessler's.
And I had my checkbook in my hand.
But when he arrived there,
and I said, okay, how much? And she says, that's part of our warranty.
Jim and Rita discovered the Kessler's miraculous no small print warranty.
It's just amazing that you guys do this.
And it's true.
If you bought it at Kessler's, it's guaranteed. It's just that simple.
It surely is miraculous.
Read the Kessler's miraculous no small print warranty yourself at Kessler'sDiamonds.com.
Let's talk about home turf. Your lawn is a reflection of your pride, hard work, and even competitive spirit. If you want a yard that makes the neighbors stop and stare, you need the right plan. That's where Weedman Lawn Care comes in. Weedman's lawn care program is kid and pet friendly, uses golf course quality fertilizer, and has an effective weed treatment to dominate any issue. Get a free quote of Weedman's winning formula for your yard at weedman.com and get 50% off your first treatment. That's weedman.com. Weedman for the win.
This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
I'm telling you, don't doubt his story because he heebie-jeebies at certain times to miss field goals.
Yeah.
Gabe, I showed you how he does the heebie-jeebies, right?
Heebie-jeebie.
You take your fingers and you rub them back and forth on your thigh and you go heebie-jeebie, heebie-jeebie. Swear the guy bats 100%. So to call him a liar and he puts a curse on you?
Look, I'm not calling him a liar.
Yeah, you are.
On 94.5 ESPN.
Cold beer, warm summer nights, and the people who matter most. That's the spirit of Yuengling Lager. From small-town main streets to packed stadium parking lots, Yuengling Lager has been bringing people together for generations. It's a real American beer. Smooth, rich, and it's now here in Wisconsin. I'm seeing it everywhere. Everywhere I go, I'm seeing Yuengling. Tailgates, backyard barbecues, fishing trips, ball games. Yuengling Lager belongs wherever Americans come together. Brewed with pride since 1829, crack open a Yuengling Lager, raise a toast to an American tradition. DG Yuengling & Son, Pottsville, PA. Enjoy responsibly.
The top 8 at 8.
Name something that follows the word pork.
You pine.
One category.
Name something people take with them to the beach.
Turkey.
The top 8 answers.
The first thing you buy in a supermarket.
Turkey.
The top 8 at 8.
A food often stuffed.
Turkey.
The top 8 at 8 on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
Name Popeye's favorite food.
Chicken.
Oh my God.
Show me chicken.
Top 8 at 8 is brought to you by Burn Pit BBQ. Premium rubs, sauces, and seasonings.
All right, Gabe, what do we got today? Why are you laughing?
These two. These two are just.
These two?
Yeah.
We're broken up.
What happened?
Told me to turn the mic off when he coughed. I mean, I looked, but it was kind of far to go. So I'm like,
Wait,
I'll just do it lightly.
I think I can resolve this little tiff real quickly. Should you turn your mic off when you cough?
Probably.
It's the second time he's done it today.
And then I flipped him off.
That's what I was laughing at. Just the very discreet. Just put the hand up.
Would you like me to offer a ruling on this or no?
Sure.
I rule in favor of Josh.
Yeah.
You kind of figured, huh?
Next time.
The top 8 at 8 brought to you by Burnt Pit Barbecue. Premium rub sauces, seasonings made right here in Wisconsin. Grill with confidence. All right, the Crew, they've been hot. Just swept the St. Louis Cardinals at home. So I've got a list of 8 things in front of me. Jen and Chew guess. Once they each get one incorrect, we open it up to the fans at 800-990-3776. Whoever gets the last one on the list gets a Burn Pit Barbecue prize pack. So previous to the Brewers sweeping the Cardinals, I am looking for the last 8 teams the Brewers have swept. The last 8 teams the Brewers have swept, not including the Cardinals, which they did yesterday.
Scrubby Cubbies.
Gosh darn it, Chewy.
That's number 1 on the list. That's the most recent, sweeping the Cubs just a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, man.
Dodgers, no.
Pirates.
The Pirates, the only team that the Brewers have swept twice in this time span. They swept the Pirates twice late last year. The first time was in early August, and then the second time was in September. So they are number 5 on the list.
Didn't they sweep the Red Sox this year?
Ooh.
I'll go Red Sox.
They did not. They swept the Red Sox last year, but that was way before the end of this list. They did not sweep the Red Sox.
Gabe gave you guys an answer there. I don't know if you heard it.
Gabe gave us an answer?
Uh-huh.
Highly doubt it. Gabe never gives us anything.
He was talking about the Pirates.
Based on context clues.
He said something about the Pirates twice last year. Was there something more? I was thinking. I'm sorry. I can't do 2 things at once. You want to refresh our memory, Joshy?
There's a team they went 6-0 against last year.
Oh.
You want to take it?
I'm already out. I'm already
Microphone.
out. I had to cough. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's right. He had to cough. He had to turn off his microphone. I don't know what you want from him.
Sure, but then put a pause and then start talking.
I'm out.
Turn it back. Oh, because you said Red Sox.
Yeah.
All right, so I guess Dodgers?
Dodgers are too far back.
God bless America,
That's
Johnny.
on you.
No, I get a mulligan for that one. You son of a biscuit.
Dodgers would have been number 9 on the list.
How about
Dodgers
the
would have
Yankees?
been. The Yankees happened this year.
Thank
They are
you.
number
Oh,
2
that's
on
right.
this
That's when
list.
you said Red Sox. I was like, oh, he got confused.
They swept the Yankees at AmFam Field May 8th through the 10th.
So, to be honest with you, I think we got to go back to last year for the remainder of these. I think those are the only 3 teams that have been swept so far this year. They've won a boatload of series, but swept?
Well, did you guess everyone in the division?
No.
That'd probably be safe. No?
Well, you already guessed the Cardinals and the Cubs
And
and the Pirates.
one more.
Why can't I think of the last team in the division?
Chili.
Not
the
that
other
kind of chili.
you eat. What was the little shoulder wiggle there? Like,
Because she's cold.
You said chili, and I was like, chili? Like, what are we talking? Ohio? Are we talking Cleveland? No, obviously. Yeah, Reds. I don't think they swept the Reds.
They have not swept the Reds.
sorry.
In the last 2 years, they have not swept to the Reds.
Didn't the Brewers open the season with the sweep?
They did, Josh. They very much did.
Oh, wait. White Sox?
Oh, you're out.
Oh, sorry. I'm only out because I followed you two knuckleheads off the pier.
I had nothing to do with it, for the record.
Did you guys see the other team in the division?
Oh, yeah, that one was on me.
It happened 45 seconds ago.
I was
His short-term
thinking
memory's not
Dodgers.
very good, Jen. Give the guy a break.
990-3776. Not our best work, team. You want to play top 8 at 8? The last 8 teams the Brewers have swept. Reset the list while we wait for callers.
Yeah, so the Brewers completed a sweep of the Cardinals. Other than St. Louis, the last 8 teams the Brewers have swept. Number 1, the Cubs. That's the most recent. Number 2, the Yankees. Second most recent. The Pirates are number 5 on the list. Brewers swept the Pirates twice last year. So we are looking for team number 3, 4, 6, 7, and 8. We also got the information that the second Dodgers sweep would have been number 9 last year.
800-990-3776. We go out to Josh first on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. Josh, can you complete our top 8 at 8 list?
Josh from Heartland, Josh?
Yes.
Okay. White Sox was this year to start the year?
That is correct. That's number 3 on the list. So that's it for this year.
I saw them sweep Mike Trout last year against the Angels.
They swept the Angels. That happened in the middle of September last year. They're number 4 on the list. So we have the top 5 teams: the Cubs, Yankees, White Sox, Angels, and Pirates.
I think they swept the Braves. Is that too early last year?
So they did sweep the Braves. That was in the middle of the winning streak. That's number 7 on the list. Swept the Braves from August 4th through the 6th in 2025.
How many are left?
2. Number 6, number 8.
That was in the streak, right?
It was in the middle of the streak.
That was in the 13-game winning streak?
It was in the middle of the streak.
So the Nationals was almost started that streak, right?
The Nationals started the streak.
Nice.
So the Nationals are number 8. They started that streak on August 1st.
This is very impressive. If Josh and Heartland can run the table, one call, that's all type of style.
That's legit.
No pressure.
So wait. What number is left?
6.
Or can you reset it?
So the Cubs are 1, Yankees are 2, White Sox are 3. That ended the 2026 run. The Angels were 4. Pirates on there at number 5. Do not have 6, and then 7 is the Braves. 8 is the Nationals.
I don't know. I'm just going to say Twins. I don't remember the other one.
They did sweep the Twins last year, but it was too far back. Still a hell of a run there by Josh and Hartland.
Very impressive.
Very hell of a run, remembering the majority of the teams during the 13-game winning streak last year.
Come in and close this bad boy out. 800-990-3776. Looking for callers to finish our list, our top 8 at 8 list. Got most of them. Did you say there's only one remaining?
One team remaining on the last 8 teams the Milwaukee Brewers have swept.
Josh is on the phone.
So, yeah, during the winning streak last year, it started with the Nationals, then went to the Braves, then this team, then the Pirates. They then beat the Reds the first 2 before losing that.
I'm trying not to be disrespectful. I believe Christian is how we pronounce this caller's name.
Okay. You're on with Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
From
Can
Madison?
you complete our top 8 at 8 list?
Yeah, which one I'm missing? Is it one?
Which number is he missing?
Number 6.
I think it's the Mets.
It is the New York Metropolitans.
Very good.
The Brewers ran through the American League East during that winning streak last year, sweeping the National, Braves, and Mets in succession.
That was a very good list.
Yeah, that was.
I mean, we were terrible, but it was a good list, which happens a lot here on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, actually.
Well, you're not willing to accept any responsibility for some of the
blame
early
it on
struggles?
Josh. Clearly the truce is now over. Done. I knew it wouldn't last.
Well, it never does.
No.
Yeah, well,
I mean,
speaking of, it'll be back to you guys are best friends in about 3 minutes. So.
Yeah.
I mean, the longest I think you guys have gone without breaking up is like an hour and a half.
Yeah, but he always breaks it. It's never me.
It's never your fault.
No.
It's never been you once.
Yeah, nice. He's still on the phone. Huh?
You have the same attitude with your wife, don't you? It's
True.
never
Yeah.
my fault.
Yeah.
It is always her fault. If you're chasing big jackpots and nonstop excitement, Potawatomi Casino Hotel is your place to play. Fast payouts, so you're right back in the action before you know it. You'll never miss out on a jackpot either because they've got billboards all over the casino telling you what the jackpots are. 2,600 slot machines, that's right, including exclusive right off the Vegas Strip. They're always bringing the latest and greatest games right here to the Midwest. And if you don't know where your favorite game is located, the friendly slot attendants are experts on the floor and can help you locate it quickly. Whether you enjoy a classic reel or the latest interactive games, there is always something new to discover at the Potawatomi Casino Hotel.
Jen, Gabe, and Chewy are back after this on 94.5 ESPN.
Southbound on 41, backing up from Appleton Avenue down past Capitol Drive. We got the northbound side also heavy from Mayfair Road up to Capitol as well. Southbound 43, watch for most of the delays happening between Silver Spring and Locust. On the northbound side, we got backups from the Plainfield curve up past Oklahoma, Lincoln up to the high-rise bridge, and then from Kilbourne all the way to Locust. Eastbound 94, heavy from 70th Street to 35th, westbound 35th Street to Hawley Road. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today, mostly sunny skies, a high of 64 at the lake, 72 inland. Tonight, mostly clear, a low of 49. Weather is brought to you by Big Frog Custom T-shirts and more. For custom apparel that helps your team, business, or event stand out, choose Big Frog. Visit bigfrog.com/Mequon. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Some companies build projects. At Professional Construction, Inc., we build relationships.
That means showing up early, taking pride in the details, and having each other's backs, on and off the job site.
We're looking for skilled carpenters who really care about their craft and want to be part of a team.
Not just another paycheck, but a place where the people you work with actually matter.
If you work hard, take pride in what you build, and want to join a tight-knit crew, then we'd love to meet you.
Apply today at professionalconstructioninc.com.
Planning a high-level event shouldn't feel overwhelming. I'm Tiara Gomez, founder of Events by Design. For over 25 years, we've helped companies turn complex, high-pressure events into seamless, unforgettable experiences. When trying to engage your team and pull off something meaningful, the details matter. From concept to execution, we design every event so it reflects your vision and delivers real impact. No missed moments, just refined experiences people will remember. Let's start designing today. Search online, Events by Design.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
Don't think twice. Call Geis.
Don't let a busted garage door get you down. Call my friends at Geis today. For 70 years, Geis has been the trusted garage door authority in Wisconsin. With brands like CHI and LiftMaster, they have doors for every budget and will even build custom designs to get your exact needs. For swift and reliable garage repair solutions, go to geisdoors.com. That's GEIS doors.com. You can also visit their amazing showroom in Brookfield, featuring hundreds of doors and openers and their custom design room.
Don't think twice. Call Geis.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-6759. That's 800-575-6759. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
What's the one thing you say almost weekly here on the show?
Let's eat.
Try again.
I don't know.
What's the one thing you've got?
Big boobs.
You've got time.
Oh, time.
You've got time.
Yes. Yeah, you're right.
We got there.
I needed a few more hints.
Yeah.
What?
You put you in a... That's Dave's fault.
On 94.5 ESPN.
When the game matters, where you play matters even more. And at the Wisconsin Country Club, you get a championship-level golf experience right here in Milwaukee with nearly a century of tradition behind it. But what really sets it apart, it's everything beyond the course. Pool days, tennis, pickleball, fitness, great dining, programs your kids are actually going to be looking forward to this summer. It's not a pieced-together lifestyle. It's all in one place. I love it for the golf. That's initially why I joined, and then I learned about everything else that we have at the Wisconsin Country Club. You can find out a way as well. Schedule your private tour today. Mention Good Karma for exclusive promotions. The Wisconsin Country Club, a better way to experience the game and everything around it.
Getting back to your Milwaukee Brewers, so we talked a little bit about the rotation. Again, I would love to see Jacob Misiorowski win Pitcher of the Month in the National League for May, after having just an unbelievable stretch. But right now, the race is crazy. You keep mentioning Sanchez.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, everybody keeps talking about Skeens as well. You know, Ohtani's in the mix as well. I mean, it's crazy the number of guys who have had a really good start to the season. But I want to focus our attention here on Quinn Priester for a moment, because we have been looking forward to Quinn Priester potentially getting back to the big league club as he continues his rehab assignment. And yesterday's outing did not go any better than the previous one that sort of raised eyebrows. So 38 pitches, 2 outs, 3 hits, 2 walks, a strikeout. But here's the rub, guys. His velocity topped out at 93.3 miles per hour. Gabe, is it time for them to stop this experimental? He can work his way through the injury and get back to the bigs and be a contributor, and just shut him down and have the surgery.
Kind of feels like that. I mean, none of the outings that he's had have given you hope, right? And at this point, you know, a lot of times in spring training, he's working through something. He's just throwing this one pitch to try to get a feel for it over and over and over again, and that's why the numbers aren't very good. But it is gone on for a while at this point. All the rehab starts have been bad. I cannot imagine that Quinn Priester is going to be pitching for the Brewers in 2026.
Well, I think it's him. He's seeing what's going on, and he wants to be a part of it.
Sure. And that's understandable.
Which is fair. Is it Tommy John?
No, it's shoulder.
Oh.
Isn't it that outlet surgery?
Yeah.
Which is
wow.
Which is a non-insignificant procedure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So he would be fine for the start of next year?
Maybe.
Okay. I mean, you can't blame the guy.
Sure. What I was going to ask you, Chu, is from a player standpoint, you got to appreciate that the team is giving you every opportunity to go out there and work your way through it so far, right?
Yeah.
Like, he's probably had conversations saying, like, give me a shot. Let me see what I can do prior to surgery. Like you guys said, probably sees something special happening with this team, wants to be a part of it, wants to contribute. Love that for him. But at some point, the writing is on the wall, and it feels like we have reached that point where if you're not making any progress and you're not getting any better, then somebody has to say, hey, let's do the dang thing.
Yeah, you feel bad for him, too, because you want to be a part of this.
Mm-hmm.
And the first place I went to is, remember, George Kuntz. You know, Super Bowl year, tears his ACL in the San Francisco game, the mud game at home, 1 game away from going to the Super Bowl. I mean, that's just terrible. You know, you put in all the work all year long, and to have it happen then was bad. So, yeah, he's just got to look in the mirror and say, all right. Can still be a part of it, just not on the field.
Yeah, just not on the field, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I think it's like a 9-10 month recovery from the surgery. So he could, I mean, I don't know if they were just trying to see if he could find a way to just recover without the surgery until now-ish. And now he can get the surgery at the beginning of June and probably be ready for spring training next year. kind of seems maybe what they were doing, by continuously throwing him out there and trying to go on these rehab assignments.
So again, my familiarity with this syndrome, this TOS, thoracic outlet syndrome, is, and I know we've talked about this, when Sam Hartman, the quarterback at Notre Dame, had to have a rib removed because it was doing that thing. And in Sam's case, it was cutting off the circulation to his arm. His arm was literally turning purple.
Ooh.
Now, Sam's a quarterback. I believe it was his non-throwing arm. Do we know if it's affecting Quinn Priester's left side or right side? Either way, my point is, you got to get it fixed. It's not something that goes away on its own. Whatever is causing that constriction is going to continue to cause the constriction.
I actually have somebody who's not an athlete that's going. There are pretty varying wide degrees of injuries that can cause you to have the thoracic outlet. It would seem like Quinn's would be on the less severe than obviously the Hartman and the removing of ribs and like losing circulation. It seems that there's probably a lot of distance there, and it seems like he just might need to do it, even though they thought there was potential he could work through it.
Yeah.
Athletes with TOS may first try conservative treatments like physical therapy and targeted exercise to improve the mobility and reduce the muscle spasms. However, for high-performance pitchers, surgery is often required to decompress the area.
Yeah, and I think that's what they're dealing with. And it stinks because he was such a big part of what they were last year. And with the growth that we've seen out of this rotation, and as good as somebody like Logan Henderson has been, who's now on IL for the Brewers, it just gives you that much more pitching depth because Quinn was one of two guys they trusted in the postseason last year to actually make starts. And now you've seen the growth out of some of the other guys, and now you have faith in Miz. I think they have a lot of faith in Harrison. You throw Priester in there. You throw Woody in there. And, who knows what happens to Sprout and Henderson, when you get to the postseason. But you're looking at the pitching depth if you had Quinn Priester, especially because he's got that postseason experience, which is, not something that a lot of these guys have. And you're going, whew, man, this could be a really fun rotation. And fortunate for the Brewers that they have pitching depth, but you still feel for Quinn because he was such a breakout guy for them last year, and you were hoping that he was going to be able to contribute this year.
Why? What did he throw? What was he typically around?
He's not, 96, 97.
Okay. Huh.
But I think last night in his rehab start, too, he was supposed to go 5 innings.
Yeah, that's a lot of pitches.
He recorded 2 outs.
Yeah, that's not good. Not good. No.
I do think, as we have discussed, though, guys, and Gabe, you did a good job of detailing it, the depth that they have at that position is helpful. My concern, of course, is then this has to be the injury. You know what I mean? If we sit there and when you go into a season, you account for somebody's going to get injured, somebody's not going to be available, it's a long season, wear and tear, etc. I guess I'm sort of slotting him then as the one. I don't really want to see them have to deal with any more significant injuries that would cause any of these guys to miss time.
Well, they're dealing with 2 right now. They're dealing with 2 other ones, and that's how much depth they
Who
have.
Who are they dealing with? Remind me.
Woody.
Well, yes.
And they just put Logan Henderson on the IL. And they brought Crow back up.
Who's starting tomorrow.
Who's starting in the game tomorrow. So they've got arms that they can rely upon. And that doesn't even include Robert Gasser, who was just sent back down, right? So they've got a lot of depth in that AAA starting rotation. So they fortunately, now again, would you want Robert Gasser starting in a playoff game for you? Probably not. But they've got a lot of depth right now at that specific starting pitching position.
Brewers 105-57 in their last 162 games. That from Baseball's Not Dead on social media. Again, it's not a perfect example, but 162 is a season, and that's a pretty impressive 105-57. Will they continue at this clip? Likely no, because baseball, #baseball. But wow, have we been watching something pretty cool at Miller Park? AmFam Field. Look at that right there. Boom, messed it up.
Yeah, Ananacio's like, I don't need a floor cap or we're good the way we are.
Well, again, it's not just the Brewers. It's a lot of these teams that don't spend the big bucks. And again, you look at the Cubs and you look at the Mets. Obviously, the Dodgers are an anomaly, but the Mets are El Stinko. Cubs, how many games have they lost in a row?
They won last night, so the losing streak came to an end.
It was just 10 straight.
There was a lot of hope because they jumped out to a 3-0 lead and then gave up a 3-run home run just like that.
Pirates.
And then they just dominated the Pirates.
Have you guys noticed the basically it it takes how a game happens. So yesterday, obviously, Dustin May nearly took a no-hitter all the way through the 8th inning. He had 7, I believe, no-hit, and they give you a luck ranking. So based on the metrics of how games usually go, and the Brewers seemingly always end up in the luck area and winning games with a lot of luck. But every time they do it, it's against a team who's committing defensive errors, who's making big mistakes that the Brewers just don't make.
So the big mistake that everybody wants to point to from yesterday's game is the error by the shortstop, because a lot of the game-winning.
But the left fielder should have made that catch.
Should he have caught that ball?
It had a 30% catch rate, so he could have caught it.
Right.
But the biggest mistake that was made there was the bunt.
Right.
Like allowing Rengifo to get to first base, because you get an out there, that's it. The inning's over. The Brewers aren't scoring 1 run, much less 2 runs in that inning. The way that it is amazing to me, the amount of teams that can't handle basic defensive situations. Which is why the Brewers and this, we're going to put the ball in play, not strike out. Why that works is because teams aren't very good on defense. Like the way the Cardinals covered a bunt, and it was a sacrifice bunt. Rengifo's not bunting for a hit there. And he's able to get to first base without a throw because the Cardinals are so bad. My Division III coach would have been up everybody's ass for the way the Cardinals handled that situation. That's a big league team.
I mean, in youth baseball, we practice that like daily. Every time we practice that.
It's just
How
unbelievable.
they can't do it blows my mind.
The third baseman just stood there. Yeah, I know you want to be by the bag, but you got to go get that ball, man. Standing there is not good for anybody.
So, like, even if it's getting called lucky, they're just asking teams to do basic stuff, and they fail enough that it works in the Brewers' advantage. It's happened like 5 times this year.
It happens so much.
Well, and again, not to be overly simplistic, guys, but don't they say that luck is when preparation meets opportunity? You could argue that the Brewers are more prepared for those situations when things like that crop up than you're saying their opponent, and all of a sudden the opportunity is there, and they know how to handle it while these other guys don't, and that sort of is quantified as luck. 800-990-3776, talking about Quinn Priester and your Milwaukee Brewers. Weigh in on the conversation on our ESPN Milwaukee YouTube stream. We'll take a break. Jen, Gabe, and Chewy rolls on right after this.
There comes a point where you know it's time to do something for yourself. I want real goals, real change, and I decide 2026 is the year I look and feel my best. I'm Josh DiMaggio, and I'm on that journey with Milwaukee Weight Loss. From the first consultation, their team really listened and built a customized plan around me and my goals. It's a doctor-developed, doctor-supervised program where people can lose 20 to 30 pounds in just a month or two, safely and naturally keep the weight off. Many have found success and real results. This program is different. No intense workouts, prepackaged meals, bars, shakes, counting calories, no drug surgeries or injections. Many patients lose up to a pound of fat a day. Milwaukee Weight Loss has already helped thousands of people change their lives. Schedule a free consultation at 262-235-3980. That's 262-235-3980. Or visit MilwaukeeWeightLoss.com and tell them that Homer and Josh from ESPN Milwaukee sent you.
Jen, Gabe, and Chewy continues next on 94.5 ESPN. The Brew Crew are back on June 2nd.
Fly ball center field. It's hit well. Grisham back. It is gone!
Catch the Brewers on local TV as they play the San Francisco Giants.
Got him swinging. Threw him a curveball. It's 11 Ks for Mizorowski.
Brewers baseball is presented by Construction Business Group. Tune in June 2nd at 6:40 on Fox 6 in Milwaukee, or check your local listings to watch the game.
Porch season is calling, and Cardinals has the answer. Introducing the new limited release lemon iced tea vodka 4-pack. It's the bright, refreshing taste of lemon iced tea with smooth vodka, no carbonation, and that bold Cardinals flavor you know and love. A little nostalgic, a little unexpected, and absolutely made for summer. From backyard barbecues to weekends at the lake, this is the can you'll want in hand. Get the new Cardinals lemon iced tea vodka 4-pack before it's gone. Go to drinkcardinals.com to find Cardinals brand new flavor near you and grab it while you can.
Hi, this is Mike from Infinity Exteriors. Most contractors cut corners and disappear when there's a problem. Not us. Since 1997, we've completed over 60,000 projects, earned thousands of 5-star reviews, and were named 2025 Roofing Magazine Contractor of the Year. We set the standard for exterior remodeling. Trusted by homeowners, proven every single day. We're excited to show you why choosing Infinity means peace of mind. Visit infinityexteriors.com to see why your neighbors trust Infinity.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play.
Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Less than 4 in 10 kids aged 6 through 12 are playing sports regularly. 4 in 10 kids? Let it sink in. Just 4 in 10 kids. ESPN is building a nationwide coalition powered by Disney called Take Back Sports, with the purpose of training more coaches, expanding access, and creating community-driven sports programming that puts kids and fun first. We're working on that story. We hope you'll join us.
Visit takebacksports.org to learn more.
When you're getting married, the rings matter. There's something you wear for a lifetime. That's why my fiance and I went to Paul's Jewelers. Paul's Jewelers specializes in custom jewelry for life's biggest moments. Lab-grown or natural diamonds, great pricing, and a lifetime warranty, so your jewelry can be refurbished, repaired, or refitted anytime down the road. Their team made the entire process easy and stress-free. I can't wait to show off my wedding band after our big day. Create your masterpiece today by visiting Paul's Jewelers in West Allis.
Do you know the secret to losing up to 1 pound of fat every day? At Milwaukee Weight Loss, we know the secret. Our doctor-developed, easy-to-follow weight loss program helps you lose weight fast, naturally and safely, and with no drugs or injections with risk of serious side effects, no prepackaged meals, bars, shakes, and no exercising required. Our program helps reset your metabolism so you can keep the weight off for good with a coach for ongoing support. Our program costs up to half as much and works up to twice as fast as most other programs. Go to MilwaukeeWeightLoss.com to schedule your free consultation.
Josh DiMaggio here for Milwaukee Weight Loss. Since January, I've already lost 40 pounds and dropped a couple pant sizes. The program has been simple, safe, and their team has helped me every step of the way. Best of all, it's built to help keep the weight off for good. If you're looking for a weight loss program that works, Milwaukee Weight Loss is it. Many patients lose 20 to 30 pounds in a month or two. That's up to a pound per day. Book your free consultation at MilwaukeeWeightLoss.com. That's MilwaukeeWeightLoss.com.
Results may vary.
This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
What operating system does a Chewy computer run on?
I believe it's a Cat 14.
It's a COS. It's a Chewy operating system.
I was thinking Windows 98.
Yeah, very similar.
It's dial-up. Let me get my modem.
Chewy.
On 94.5 ESPN.
Today we put it on the Infinity Exteriors Twitter poll. Are you anticipating a work stoppage in Major League Baseball? Chewy, are you anticipating a work stoppage in Major League Baseball?
I defer to Gabe.
Yes.
So
I voted yes.
So
better than TBD.
What's TBD? Oh, his vote. He votes TBD?
Yeah. He's done that before.
76% of people say yes, they are anticipating a work stoppage after the season in Major League Baseball.
You're already broken up.
Was that a shot at me?
Yes, it was. You guys are already broken up. You can't break up again.
Can't break up more. It's a 1 or 0.
Benedict Arnold.
We'll see how it goes tomorrow. We'll be in touch next on ESPN Milwaukee.
Well, we've got westbound 94 still tightening up right through the stadium.